Hey guys, Teacher Tommy here, and I wanted to do a quick video because you may be like me in that you've recorded a video, everything came out great in the actual program that you recorded in, you know, it's playing back smoothly, and then all of a sudden you go over to Adobe Premiere Pro, put your file in, and this happens. Hi, my name is Tommy, aka Teacher Tommy in the ESL community, and whether you intentionally came to this channel and clicked on this video, you saw it, right? Where I look like I'm in a Bruce Lee karate movie and it's like, I will defeat you today. No, I am the master. Like everything is off and it is not playing how it should, and you're like, why? I just played it back over here in this program or on my camera and everything looks good. Why is it not playing smoothly? And you probably watched a million videos trying to fix it. Well, today you look no further. Look no further. I'm going to show you how to fix it. And this is not just my opinion, like I got the best video and the best tip and trick. No, I watched all of those daggone videos and like to pull my hair out, and I don't have that much as it is. This is a trick that I was taught by Adobe themselves. That's right. One of the Adobe IT support people actually took over my computer while on the phone with me, walked me through how to do it, and then let me test run 2 or 3 times by myself to make sure that I remembered how to do the process. That was customer service at a whole nother level. And so I wanted to share with you guys because you may not be able to get that knowledgeable rep. I didn't the first time. I literally went to chat, and then I called, and then I hung up on that person, and I called back and asked for someone else because I knew someone had to know. It's Adobe. So let me show you what you'll need in order to do this. First things first, you're going to need to download a third-party app called Handbrake. Now that app looks like this. This is the logo for it. So it has this little cute glass and it has this pineapple. That is what you're looking for. This is not an app that I saw somebody recommend on Google or something like that. This is the app that Adobe, their reps actually told me to use because they are in the process of trying to develop their own software to solve this issue. But right now they don't have something that they can just, you know, point you to within Adobe to do it. And so they've been using this to help their customers. And I haven't had any issues with it. It's been a couple of days. Nothing has happened to my computer, hasn't slowed it down. Or after you do what you need to do, you can just delete it altogether and not even worry about it anymore. But this is what the logo for the app is going to look like. I'm going to leave this up here so that you'll remember what that looks like. So after we download the app, follow the instructions for it, we need to actually open the app. So let me show you what that screen is going to look like. This is what you're going to get when you download and you open Handbrake for the first time. And you have 2 options. You can either open the file within your files folders and drag it into this little square right here that says drop a file or folder here, or you can go over to the side where it says open a single video file, So we want to make sure we know what file we're supposed to be actually looking for. And so what we're going to do is we're going to click back over to Premiere, and we want to go down to our video. We see that this says it's video 266 MP4. If you know how you have your videos organized and everything, then you can find that. But if you don't, then you can also right click on this, go to properties, and then it will show you here the path, the file path. So it's in my videos folder, in my subfolder that's titled Minicam, and it is video 266. And I want you to look here also, because this right here is the culprit where it says variable frame rate detected. That is what is wrong with the video, and why it is not playing back smoothly is because it is at a variable frame rate. It's not at a constant. So your video, instead of it just playing through at 25 or 30 frames per second, it's kind of like somebody that's singing and they're like, and it can't catch the flow. Like, wait a minute, are you high? Are you low? You alto, soprano? What you doing? So we want that frame rate to be consistent or constant. So let's see how to do that, okay? So now that we know where our file is, we're going to go back over here to our lovely Handbrake app, and we're going to go to open a single file. And remember, mine was in videos, Minicam, and it's file 266. So I'm going to find 266 right here. Boom. And I'm going to click open. It's loading. There it is. And there is the file. And so the next thing that they told me to do, so I don't forget, is to just designate where I want the file stored. And so I'm going to click browse, and I'm going to rename this one Fun with Photoshop. I probably have another file by that name, but I'm going to click it today. And then I'm going to go to desktop. And I actually have a folder called Transcoded Clips because the rep recommended I create a folder called Transcoded Clips so that as I transcode the clips, I know where to find them. So I'm going to click it here. And that means after I use Handbrake and it finishes doing its thing, that new file is going to be saved in this folder. So I don't have to go back through all my videos trying to figure out which one is which. Also, this is going to not be an M4V file like it normally was because it came out of Minicam like this one, but it's now going to be an MP4 file, which can be played across several different types of devices and technology, whether you're playing it on QuickTime, Media Player, on YouTube, on Instagram, whatever, it's going to be able to be played. So now that we found our file, we select the folder we want and we click open. Okay, and then we're going to save it in there. I already have a file by that name, so I'm going to change it. Let's see, I'm just going to put Photoshop. I'll just name it Photoshop. Okay, save. All right, so we designated where we want it. We've got it in here. Okay, so now let's check on our dimensions. The rep recommended to me, the source file is 1920 by 1080. So we want to make sure that we maintain that integrity. 1920, height 1080, same thing. Then we want to go over to video and we want to change this. Again, remember I told you about that frame rate that you got going on? We want to make it constant. So we want to click constant frame rate. Putting it on 25 or 30 is going to be best. I recorded this at 30 frames per second in the Minicam app when I recorded it, so I'm going to leave it at 30, okay? So we got all of that set, and then down here at the bottom, I have when it's done, do nothing. Because all the other options are like shut it down, put your computer to sleep. I don't want to do that. I don't want it to do anything but just save the file, okay? Oh, and let me go back over to the summary. I'm sorry, where are you, baby? Yeah. So just want to look here, make sure everything is good. We got constant quality here. We got the 30 frames per second. Okay, all of that is looking great. Our dimensions are set up just right. Go over to our summary. We have our format that we're saving it in as MP4. You can also do like a WebM. I would not recommend that, or MKV. MP4 is what you want to save it as, okay? And then the last thing for this part, click Start Encode. Now, it's starting the process. If we look down here at the bottom, we see that right here, it's making progress. But this is saying that it's going to take another minute or so to finish this process, time remaining, and that can spike and jump in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So we're going to do what I like to call my blast into the future, and we're going to come back once it's done. Okay, so we're back. Let's go on over and check on our progress. Let's see. Okay, so if we look down here at the bottom, our status says queue finished. So we are done with Handbrake at this point for now. We don't need to do anything else in Handbrake, so we can close that and we can move on to the next step, which is going to be swapping out the transcoded file for the glitchy file in Premiere Pro. So let's go over to Premiere Pro. All right, so we're in Premiere Pro, and here's our glitchy file, the original karate file, as I like to call it. And what we need to do here is we need to right-click this file, and then we're going to do what we call make offline. So you're going to right-click, all of these options are going to come up, and you're going to click make offline. You're going to click OK for it to remain on the disk. You're going to see this message right here. Sometimes you might even see this message if you try to pull the file in. So we're seeing this because we just made that offline. It's not going to play. Now you want to select, right click this again, go down and click Link Media. Click that. Click Locate to try to find the media in your folders. Now, I know that I just saved that transcoded one in desktop. Then I saved it in transcoded clips. And it is the file that I named Photoshop. And now we see it here. Photoshop. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Let's make sure that's the one and I didn't put anything else. Okay. Okay, let's see how that's playing. Hi, my name is Tommy, aka Teacher Tommy in the ESL community. And whether you intentionally came to this channel and clicked on this video, so we fixed it. It's not skipping, it's not lagging, it's not doing the Bruce Lee karate movie unsynced audio video anymore. It is ready to go. Okay, and I may do another video to show just how to do it if you haven't pulled the file in again. Now, honestly, I don't have to do another video because if you've done it with a file that you've already pulled in, but in the future you're like, I just want to make sure I don't have this issue, all the steps are the same up until the point of making the file offline and then linking media. You won't need to do that part because you're going to transcode it before you pull it into Premiere. That's the only difference. So if you've already started in Premiere, you'll follow this exact process. If you have not started in Premiere yet, go ahead, use Handbrake, transcode it, and then import your media, and you'll be good from the onset. All right? So please give this video a thumbs up, a like, subscribe to the channel with the parentheses. As I find information and I find it valuable, I hope to share it with you to make your life easier. Shout out again to Adobe and their squad for helping me with this. Once you do the process, this video is so long because I'm talking through things and showing you where to click and had to wait for it to transcode. But once you start doing the process, it literally takes maybe 2-3 at the most minutes, unless you have like a really slow processing computer. But 2 to 3 minutes max, nowhere near the amount of time that it's taken me to add talking and explanations and stuff. So hopefully, I'm not oversharing, but I'd rather give you too much information and you have more than you need than not enough info. And until next time, you already know if you've been here before, your girl is going to tell you stay blessed, not stressed.